Tourist mode on.
We have the beach like 1 minute away. We're going on a road trip today. This was one of the only places with an automatic car. We want tapas.
To get there, you gotta pass through customs.
Arguably one of the best beaches in Andalusia. The water was crystal clear.
It's so perfect.
And guess what? There are 2 spots available. You only live once. What else can you ask? Fresh paella. We've been wanting to come here and we finally did it. Welcome to Malaga. We took a 50-minute flight from Lisbon and now we're here in a beautiful beach town. We're gonna be staying in Benalmadena, which is about 30 minutes from Malaga, but today we're getting to know a little bit of the main city to see what it has to offer.
Tourist mode on.
We got our Airbnb check-in date confused, so for today we're staying at a hotel before we move into our home for the next month. We rented some bikes to explore the city. I mean, when you get some wheels, it's way easier. While I love our time in Lisbon, it was still very cold for us. So for this next destination, all we wanted was a warm beach town. Water pit stop. It is very sunny, so it looks like we hit the jackpot.
Visor scored.
We knew we wanted a direct flight from Lisbon, so we filtered on Google Flights, and then from those results, we filtered on Airbnb to find the best beach town near Portugal. So far, this looks amazing. All of this is the center of the city. Way better to do it on bike than walking because you cover more ground. After an afternoon of biking, it was time to find our first meal in Spain, so the expectations are high. The hotel staff mentioned that Spain is famous for its beachfront restaurants.
Tortilla española. Yes, please.
They are called chiringuitos. We also got fried calamari and fried octopus. It looks fresh. Now we're kind of late, but we have to make it in time to claim our Airbnb. So come with us to visit Benalmadena now. The whole region is called Andalusia, which from what we saw is super easy to explore from our Airbnb. We made it to the Airbnb. It was about 30 minutes from Malaga. This view is priceless. We definitely picked a good one. So we have a balcony with the access through the living room and also the room. We have a table there that comes in handy to work. Also another one here. The sofa looks comfy. It's a sofa bed, a TV, small kitchen, and the bedroom. It looks super nice, spacious. And the bathroom. This is basically a brand new unit. We met the owners, super cool. And the location, everything is walkable, just as we like it. Now that we are situated in our Airbnb in Benalmadena, it's time to explore the city to see what we have around.
Maybe we can find some churros today.
Yes, let's find some churros. If there is one thing I'm excited for, it is churros. I love churros.
I didn't bring any flippy floppies, so I might take these. I think they're a little bigger than my normal size, but it might work.
We asked everywhere and apparently churros are only a morning thing. Lucky for us, there is one spot that said yes, so we had lunch, then dessert there. On the first day, we always do groceries, so we can get straight into our routine. Fully stocked. We have the beach like 1 minute away.
Let's count how many steps. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
114 steps to get to the beach.
This Airbnb was the closest we could find to the beach, so we'll probably be here often. Let's see how cold the water is. And keep in mind, this is April. We're looking for a towel because we use our yoga mat as a towel today, and it wasn't that great. It's getting cold. We should get back. The next day, we wanted to start with our first authentic paella experience. We were so full that we had to take a break by the beach. We heard that you could visit the entire coast by bus. It was 170 euros for each one. We're on our way. Well, we made it to Fuengirola. Just like this, you can go miles and miles and miles. Andalusia is exactly what we imagined. It is super easy to explore. There is basically one main highway that connects all the beach towns, so you can drive or take the bus. Some beach time to watch the sunset, and then it's time to eat. I think we found a place that has what we are in the mood for. You will see it soon. Hi.
Hi.
Another day, another beach. This Brazilian steakhouse was a great find. I'm so full and that was so good. It's been a fun day, but it's time to grab the bus and head back home. As you can see, the Andalusia buses were perfect.
Success.
We're going on a road trip today. We rented a car, we're on the way there. We first had breakfast. We have a plan, well, kind of. The guy that works at the rental car place gave us some tips. This was one of the only places with an automatic car.
It's like typical European, like cute little car, full rooftop. It's the car I wanted.
While my manual lessons in Lisbon were great, I'm glad I found a place that had automatic cars. We are ready! This was a bucket list item for us. We were really looking forward to a road trip around Andalusia. Welcome to Ronda. This is about 40 minutes from Benalmadena. Look, it's a doggy pool party. This is great. The cutest thing we've seen.
For sure.
According to my friend at the car rental place, if you want to see the real Spain, head to Ronda. So that's exactly what we did. We don't usually do research before exploring each town because it feels so much more adventurous to just be amazed with what you find. We don't like spoilers, and this way we also end up at random spots with incredible views like this one. We want tapas because Lau said that we need to fall in love with Spanish tapas.
Yes.
I have to admit that besides the paella, I haven't found a delicious traditional meal here. We found this traditional tapa place, so let's see if we like it. It's a little bit spicy. It's like a pink sauce, Iberian ham, and quail egg. We also got the Spanish omelette. I think paellas are still winning. Ronda is a beautiful town. If you have the chance to come, do it. If you're staying in one of the main cities, you will need to rent a car, but it's totally worth it. Plus, the scenic views are incredible. Time to go to the next destination. The cool part about this region is that it's a quick drive from one small town to the other, and they are all famous for different reasons. This next one is one of the white towns. This is my favorite part of the drive so far. I've never imagined I will be driving under a rock. We're in Setenil de las Bodegas. This is a small town. You can see the houses and the rocks combined together. Look at this. While I drive, Lau goes on Google Maps to see what spots are around, and it seems like she found something cool on this same road. Let's check it out. This is an olive oil field. We might be doing a tasting experience. Crossing my fingers if they're open. I love olive oil. It's called La Organic. It's in the farmlands of Andalusia. This place produces one of the best olive oils in Spain. Their olives are harvested by hand without chemicals or fertilizers.
That was amazing. It's a shame that we couldn't make it to the full tour, which they only do twice a day. But if you're in the area, make sure to check out what times, because that definitely looks like an experience that can't be beat.
Now that we are full of bread and olive oil, let's start the drive back and see what other town is on the way. We made it to one of the main beaches in Marbella, which is a town that's about maybe 30 minutes from Benalmadena. We found a free parking lot just by luck. I don't know the name of the beach, but what I can tell you is it's difficult to find a parking spot inside the city. They have, yes, a bunch of restaurants and everything, but if you rented a car to come here, maybe you'll find parking garages like by the hour, but on the streets it's always busy, so keep that in mind. The paella has arrived. This one is a chicken one. We tried the mixed one, the only seafood one, but this time we're like, let's just switch it up and just do only chicken.
Let's dive in. This looks insane. And of course, the finishing touch. You gotta add lemon on top.
The flavor is super rich. It doesn't taste like regular paella, but this one has a personality to it. It's a good morning. Today we have another day of adventure. First stop, Gibraltar.
So we're here, and we were gonna go through here where it says passport control, but we didn't know we were going to a passport control. I mean, we're trying to find out what this belongs to. This is where we were going, to like a mountain and a cable car. But apparently, to get there, you gotta pass through customs, which we didn't know. So it's part of the UK. It's a British overseas territory. That's why you need to go through customs.
We didn't come prepared with our passports, so it's time to turn around. Good thing we noticed before hopping in the long line. We made it to Cadiz. It was about a 3-hour drive. It's kind of quiet right now. I think it's the siesta time. So hopefully we're doing a recon drive to see what we find here. We are the only ones. Everything is closed. I guess the siesta time is still here. Look at this. All the people are at the beach right now. I'm so happy we found parking finally. It took us more than an hour or so. For some reason, we always get to these towns at siesta time, and every single place is closed. After walking for an hour, we found this chiringuito with the kitchen open. It wasn't the best, but we are fueled up and off to enjoy the beach. This was a beautiful beach and we basically had it all to ourselves. The water is as cold as the other beaches in Andalusia during this time, so we just decided to enjoy the view. The sun and the wind are on another level, so we barely spent like an hour or so here, and we decided to see the sunset from the car while we drive back. It's about 2 hours. We made it back. Remember our friend from Lisbon? Well, he's back with his wife, Victor and Mabe, and they're visiting for about 4 days. So we have some fun things planned. Around our Airbnb, there is lots of places to eat and things to do. So let's see what we can find. This one is with Iberico ham. We tried all of them. I think basically we only have the black paella left and that's it. You can never go wrong with paella. It's really good. Time for sunset. We found a rooftop just around the corner.
Laura, shut.
We heard about fair in Sevilla, so we had to get a car to see what's going on there. From Benalmadena to Sevilla, it's about almost 3 hours, so let's do it. Benalmadena is definitely a prime spot to drive around Andalusia. We stopped in the middle of nowhere to do some drone footage. Sevilla is one of the furthest towns in Andalusia when driving from Benalmadena, but this time is their famous Feria de Sevilla, so we started our drive early to have some time to explore it.
Yay!
Here we have the Triana Bridge.
One thing you have to know about Sevilla is that parking is limited, especially when there's events, so our walk to get into the city was about 30 minutes. The good thing is that the views are amazing.
These hot tamales.
Peter found a rooftop restaurant for some tapas and Spanish cuisine.
Salud!
It has a lot of spices. Just boiled potato.
This is one of the best meals we had in Spain so far.
So good.
Wow! Soft, moist, juicy. So good.
Plaza España is the most popular square in Sevilla. It was built in 1928 to host the 1929 Ibero-American Expo.
Peter has been waiting years to see this in person.
Nowadays, it's a popular tourist destination and a must visit when in Sevilla. Fun fact, if you're lucky, you will encounter street performers dancing flamenco on this square.
Flamenco.
Right after, we walked for a few minutes to learn about the Sevilla Fair.
This La Feria, it happens once a year in April.
We found out that the fair actually begins at midnight and runs for 7 days. Each day the party begins with a parade of carriages and riders, and then people go to their family tents to dance, drink, and eat.
What was your favorite thing of the trip?
The food.
Really?
The castle.
La Plaza de España.
The Bailaora and the Plaza España.
La Plaza de España con... Sí, me gustó, es verdad.
It's Victor and Mave's last day, so for today's road trip we headed in the opposite direction to explore the clear waters of Nerja.
We just arrived to Nerja, arguably one of the best beaches in Andalusia, if not the best.
I want the water to be super clear and then I want to dive in.
We rented 2 kayaks, one transparent and the normal one. The guy from the store warned us for about 20 minutes that the transparent one is a lot harder to steer, but if the water is crystal clear, isn't it worth it? Let's find out. On the way there, we took the transparent and the girls took the easy one. I'm beginning to think that he was right. It took us about an hour to reach the final spot, where if you're lucky you can see a waterfall. There was no waterfall, but look at this place. I'm so glad we ended up coming. It is one of the most crystal clear waters I've seen. To end this amazing day, it's time for our last dinner before we drop Peter and Mare off at the airport.
That was one of the best kayaking experience I've ever had. The water was crystal clear.
It's so perfect. Look at that tomato.
What a great meal, what a great day. It's been fun. You have to come to Nerja.
If I had to pick, Nerja is my favorite town from the region. Make sure to add it as a stop. It's been a great few days having Victor and Maya visiting, but it's time to say goodbye as they head back to Valencia, and it also means our time here is almost coming to an end.
This is how a day in my life looks like, a regular day. I started to run when I arrived to Benalmadena to get used to some cardio. It's been a challenge, but I'm staying consistent at least. We've been here almost 4 weeks. It's been fun so far. We had the chance to see some of the best parts in Andalusia, but during the week, this is what we do. We just live our normal lives, work out, work, and then explore a little bit in the afternoons.
What a coincidence.
Classic breakfast, I usually do scrambled eggs, 2 toasts, hummus, Greek yogurt, just delicious.
Time to edit.
And now it's time for a haircut. That was €9 and I think went great. One of the best I had so far. Hopefully it's gonna last more than 3 weeks. We always walk in front of these boats around the marina right next to the apartment, and we finally decided, you know what, let's text and see how is the deal there. And guess what, there are 2 spots available right now. So we're on our way there. So we have the opportunity to jump to the water, but it's cold, and today it's cloudy, so it might be even colder. Let's do it. You only live once. It's cold. That was fun. This is a seafood festival right next to our building. What else can you ask? Fresh paella. This one is really good. So fresh. We've been wanting to come here and we finally did it. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Do it. Hello.
As always, we didn't do research, and to my surprise, this ride was longer than 30 minutes. We just kept going higher and higher.
Paella, beaches, road trips, totally worth it. I'm in love with Spain. I can't wait to come back. Now I'm excited for our next destination. Hope you are ready. See you then.
Bye-bye. Hair time.
That was fun.
This is very beautiful.
Adventure time!
We would spend the whole day if it was hot.
I feel like we're in a different place.
One of the most beautiful towns in Spain.
We're a little bit lost.
This is astonishing.
Lau found a paradise of a beach. This market is pretty great. It's really good. We had this pending.